Clip foot up.
Bro, if your foot's on the ground and it hits me in my face, you got it. And then after that.
Respectfully, okay.
Damn, can't fight no nigga do that?
That's not, huh?
Can't fight no nigga do that?
Bro, I'm gonna weave it the first time, but the fact that you could do that, I don't want to fight no more, you know? That's when you know?
It's like, damn, he might be.
No, I might be. You know?
Damn, so So my daughter's, you know, my daughter's deaf. You ducked out. Episode 2 though, full disclosure. Yeah, definitely. Well, I don't know if you have, but we definitely did part 1.
Castillo's a bad guy.
Castillo, yo, I actually seen his video on his channel that he was like, I didn't want that to be put out. Like that was old shit. Like he was like, I told him not to put it out, and they was like, nah, we putting that up.
Nah, yeah. And you stand in front of cameras, what you think is gonna happen?
Yeah, well, if you don't want that to be put out, why would you do it?
And she told him in the beginning, why are you doing this like this? Why did it take you so long to like say this? And he's like yeah, and then that's it.
That's it. Part 2. Subscribe, like, comment. You know what I'm saying? Social media pop up. Guys is with me. Just Todd. Yeah.
Yes, sir. It's word.
One time no see, but yeah. Time to this video. Enjoy. 52,000 real soon. Appreciate all the love. Trust me.
No see you when we smell you.
Everybody's got, you know, something that they could improve at, that they could be better at, but it's like one thing and you're out the door. I haven't come here for this. I'm not going to get violated and I have to set a standard. If I let that slide for the whole week, my shit's going missing then.
When people think you're weak and you physically can't like handle yourself,
yeah,
that's when they take the piss.
The key is just taking that little step out of your comfort zone.
I miss my daughter a lot.
This is why I say people don't like you.
That's cool. I know why I came here. I didn't come here to like you or like the next girl. I'm too cute.
You already started.
And you're not that cute.
Did Jericho just touch me?
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
In your life. In your life.
In light of the altercation that happened yesterday night, we have decided to send you ladies on a wellness retreat. Those girls do not like me. No matter what you say to them, they will never like me. All they can do is come to my face and be fake. Girl, I opened up to you. I literally sat down and opened that to you.
I trusted you. You could have defended him in a different way. Defended him in a different way. I don't care.
That shit was gangster.
Cause it was wild.
It was what? Middle of the sleep, water deck. I'm like, what?
Water deck. Right there, just get it on camera.
Straight arguments every day.
Our daughter's deaf. She doesn't have hearing, and I had to deal with that by myself from the day.
No, you didn't.
What's her condition called?
You don't sit there and lie, bro.
So what am I lying? What am I lying about? Why do you feel that you weren't there as much as you should have been? You were out just doing you.
Anyone that's really ever been on the road knows you don't ever really jump off the road. You just take it a little easier.
He just be chatting.
Nah,
he don't be thinking. Like, he just talk.
Over what he just said.
Hi.
You right?
Good, thank you.
What's up?
Yeah. So obviously, I invited you here.
You did?
And through some very, very long issues, we are here. But we've known each other for how many years? 16? 16 years. I was 15.
Yeah,
sorry.
I told you. When I met you, you was just a snotty-nosed little kid.
Whatever. Okay, so I was 16, so yeah. 15 when you met me, so that's literally 17 years I've known you.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a daughter, she's 14.
Mm-hmm. A daughter in my image.
Yeah, she looks exactly like you.
I know.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, no, I wanted to bring you here because obviously we've never really had a conversation about basically everything that's transpired from the minute that we met to now. Obviously we had our daughter when we were teenagers.
Yeah.
Do you remember? I was 16 when I was
No, I was 20.
No, you weren't.
I was 20. I turned 24 months later. 3 months later.
Okay. Wait, no, I was 17 when I had her.
Yeah.
and then you turned 20 3 months later, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. I feel like you abandoned your daughter. Yeah. I feel, and
That's a stretch.
My perception of abandonment and yours may be two different things, but
Yeah,
I feel
yours
like
is nonsense.
yeah.
Mine's like, alright, look.
Okay.
No, sorry, go ahead.
I feel that you've not really played an active role in her life. Maybe in the last few years, I would say that you've probably been more present. But I would say in her upbringing, I feel that you just really wasn't there, and it had a massive effect on her. And I don't think you actually know the effect that it had on her because you weren't there to see it. I feel like you more cared about how it affected me, but you never.
So where
really...
was I?
Lorona, that is a question that you need to answer.
If I wasn't there, where do you think I was?
I think you were out living your life.
Okay.
I think you were out just doing you, and you were just like, Evelyn's got this, she's cool, she can have handle this.
No, stop the cap. You know full well I never thought you had this. Because I'll tell you openly, like, you know full well I never thought you had it.
You look like Ats if you grew up from Top Boy.
Yeah, she's cool.
No, stop the cap. You know full well I never thought you had this. Because I'll tell you openly, like, you know full well I never thought you had this.
If you didn't think I had it, if you didn't think I was looking after our daughter in the best way I could, then why weren't you there more?
You know what I'm saying? It's going to take me a minute to fathom the nonsense.
All right, okay. All right.
So, I'm not going to sit and lie and say, yeah, I was there, like, fully active as a parent. Because you know I wasn't. Yeah? But don't
act like
make out like, oh, you know, I was just totally absent. Like you and I never grew up with our fathers. Yeah? So, you know what absent is. We both know absent
and
is.
I don't think you were totally...
You just said it though, I was absent.
No, I said that I feel like you abandoned her.
I feel like in your head, it's nice. It's like a nice little story. You know, you go and you tell people, he wasn't there, so I did this all by myself. Yeah. Like, say, oh, you know, you did it by yourself. You're such a strong black one. Now stop it, man. Because I was around, didn't it?
Okay.
Like, and
if you could put a percentage on it, what would it be?
Maybe you can't listen.
No, but if you could put a percentage on the
50. No, at least 50. At least 50. At least 65. 60.
Laverne.
Give or take 5%.
50%.
Give or take.
This is what I'm saying. We are worlds apart.
He's smiling like, yeah, you know I'm lying.
No, you live in
No, but it doesn't matter where you live, where I live. The whole point.
You said we're worlds apart.
So this is what happened in my head.
Yeah.
When I found out I was pregnant, you were for it. You were like, yeah, let's keep.
Yeah,
you even told your mum, and I remember sitting down with your mum, and your mum was like, yeah, you should keep the baby.
Yeah.
I remember her saying,
yeah, I remember.
You can even live here if your mum kicks you out.
Yeah.
Do you remember my mum was actually trying to kick me out?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So I remember having her, and then for the first year, I'm gonna put my hands up. Fantastic father.
Damn right.
First year of her life, I couldn't ask for any more, because you had her 50% of the time. You would turn up, you would look after her. But then, after that year, you ducked out.
I didn't duck out, bro. Maybe, what year was that?
2008.
Yeah, I was in jail a lot that year. Remember, I went to jail.
Okay, so 2009, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
2009. Yeah, and then obviously, you know.
No, I don't.
Look, anyone that's really ever been on the roads or whatever you call it knows you don't ever really jump off the roads. You just take it a little easier.
You put the roads above your daughter.
Even if I wasn't so active, it's like there was times when I was still doing a lot of nonsense. And therefore, I didn't really want you to, you knew anyway. But
yeah, but you've never said this to me because, no. All I've ever known is that...
He's a clown.
He's a like you didn't know. You see me out here doing what I do. Like, cause I'm Jackie, he knows he's flawless, like,
he knows he's doing bad. He's just like,
I try to say 50%. I mean, okay.
You can't even make eye contact.
The first time I took you out, what happened?
You got arrested.
No, I didn't get arrested. What happened?
You got
we were
stopped
walking,
and searched.
and what did he say to you?
So I know he said something like...
He basically pulled man up and said, do you know my man? Do you know who you're going out with?
Yeah, something
this
like that.
Does...
I should have run from
Yeah,
there.
but the point is you knew from day dot.
Yeah, I'm not denying.
So...
At 15 years of age, the area that I grew up
Don't
in,
make it sound like he was paedophile. I was only 2 years older than you or something. 3.
I just said At 15
Yeah, but
years
you
of
sound
age.
like man's grooming you.
Yeah,
or
but it
something,
doesn't matter what you think.
Huh? What the fuck? Nah, she said she's only 2 years older than him, so if he was 15.
He said
he was
3.
Nah, yeah.
15, 16, 17, 18, so he's 17, 18.
If you 17, would you go out with a 15-year-old?
He was 18. You go out with it.
It's like being a senior for going freshman. Niggas do it though. Niggas definitely do it.
Yeah, it's only kind of really cool if you're the guy that's younger and she's older than you. Cause like, she's a girl.
Facts.
These niggas is just
grooming, like you just said.
He said that.
I feel like it's because of their school shit too. And don't they graduate like high school at 16? That's like their 8. Yeah, you're saying that it's like 18, but like,
Damn.
so he would be out of high school and she would be in high school if that was the case. He's bugging.
He's already in college at that time.
Yeah, you're not supposed to. Yeah, you're not supposed to be doing that.
No, definitely not.
You're supposed to get girls in your age bracket and older. And if she's bad, a year younger is valid. That's about it. If she's super bad, 2 years is max. Max. Like max. Like if you're 21, she gotta be like a badass 19. That's how. That's like Instagram model, that type shit.
Yeah, you got that, baby.
I mean, I took my hat sounded at 15. Come on.
When I was 15 years of age,
yeah,
because we can have a proper conversation. Because we've
go
never
on.
done it. This is how I feel like our conversations go. You don't really take it seriously. You don't.
Yo,
Right,
she said
right,
that.
okay.
You lie.
At 15 years of age, meeting someone like you, I'd never met anyone. That was different to me, different to the world I'd grown up in. So I was infatuated when I met you because it was like, oh, bad boy, oh my God, I've never seen this before. When I found out I was pregnant, it was a shock to me, but cool, we were doing what we were doing. It was going to happen. Yeah. But my issue is not your lifestyle. My biggest issue is our daughter's deaf. She doesn't have hearing, and I had to deal with that by myself from the day.
No, you didn't.
What's her condition called?
Are you laughing?
I don't know.
Okay. What age was she diagnosed deaf?
Like 5.
No, 3.
It was
3 years of age.
I was close.
Okay.
Alright, cool.
You don't know
But
because
I
you
noticed.
weren't
We
there.
did. My whole family. We all noticed things though. And don't act like I wasn't there, but I was taking care of regular.
To where?
To my mum. What do you mean? To my mum's house?
No, but that's what I'm trying to say. Where was her hospital based? I did it by myself, Laura. That's the point I'm trying to make to you. You weren't there.
Alright, cool.
And I'm saying, as somebody who was 17, I was going to college. I was working a full-time job. I had a daughter and she was deaf. I just needed...
She wasn't deaf at birth though, bro.
No, at
17.
3 years of age, I just...
So you was 20 then?
Right. I needed a little bit of support.
Fam, I feel like you were too busy arguing with man about getting no support rather than telling me, like, don't get me wrong, there's probably a couple of things like, but you never told me about you were too busy arguing with man about getting no support rather than telling me, like, don't get me wrong, there's probably a couple of things like, but you never told me about no appointments or nothing like that, like, come to this one, come to this one, because you had been resigned to, oh, he's not going to do it anyway, so let me just do it. Like,
no, Laverne, it gets to a point where I call you, your phone's off or you don't answer, and I very much realise I can't even...
What did he expect?
Yeah, you do nothing. Why would I expect?
Nah, yeah, why would I ask you again? Like, I know this nigga's about to dub it, so I might as well do it myself or it's not going to get done.
Hold of you to give you any information. I've spent more time not speaking to you as a parent, as a co-parent, than I have speaking to you. Because you're not somebody, you would avoid my calls. Do you remember when I'd call, I used to do ridiculous things like call you and call you again and call you again because I needed your help. And I wasn't adverse to admit that I needed your help. It was very overwhelming.
Nah, I don't believe it was that. I don't believe it was that. Like, look, man.
That's my experience, and I'm telling you that's what it was.
So, you're saying you went through that by yourself. Let's fast forward now. Kaya's got her cochlear implants. Boom, everything's gravy. What then? what? So, alright, let's think about the timeline. First year, I was amazing.
First year, you was amazing.
Shined out at my ass. Cool. Second year, I was ghost.
Disappeared.
Third year, so wait, alright, cool. I said I was in and out them times, yeah, and 09.
Her schools didn't know you.
What? Of course the school knew me. I used to go to the school.
Old school?
You know I knew, Evelyn, you know
What's
I know.
What's the name of your daughter's old school?
Give me a minute.
Okay. Let's
hang on a moment, bro. Two people can't talk at
No, you're right. Go on.
I've forgotten. Well,
okay.
I do know it.
What was the name
I've
of the
been
school
there
before
times.
that?
What do you mean?
The school
that
she
the primary school.
Yeah, she had 2 primary schools.
The first primary school, I'll tell you exactly how to get there, fam. You come out your mum's house, you go left. You go straight down to the top, yeah? And then freaking you turn right, fam, and it's down there. And
what was the name of her second school?
But you know I know where it was though, yeah? Alright, cool.
No, because... Okay,
Stop lying. Stop lying. You know I know where it was.
No.
Alright, cool.
I'm saying to you...
Yeah, I don't know the name of it. It was time ago.
No. I'm saying to you that you were very absent.
Yeah.
So the 1 or 2 times that you would have picked her up does not compare.
Fam, do you want me to walk off on you, blood?
Sorry?
Stop making out it's 1 or 2 times, fam. I remember walking in the snow with bits.
I remember you doing that.
Exactly, so stop making out like I was absent, fam.
I'm not going... See, I've never said the word absent. I said
You've
abandoned.
said it like 9 times now.
I said abandoned.
That's even worse.
Your daughter feels abandoned.
No, she doesn't. She loves me.
Really?
She does love me.
Yeah, she does. She does love you.
Every time he's like,
that's even worse.
Your daughter feels abandoned.
No, she doesn't. She loves me.
Really?
She does love me.
Yeah, she does love you because you are her father.
That's not...
She's never going to stop loving you.
Nah. Because me and Kai's had conversations and she's been like...
Has she told you the trauma that she felt from the things that you used to do? Like telling her that you'd come and then she'd be waiting with her backpack and her coat on and you wouldn't turn up.
Like that. Yeah, you know what?
You don't want to hear it, but it's the truth. Has she told you this?
Has she told me that?
Has she told you this?
No, she hasn't.
When she sit there crying because you would tell her that I'm coming, and then you wouldn't turn up.
Listen, I didn't say I was the first person to admit I haven't been perfect. Yeah, but I feel like more than you give man credit for.
Okay.
I feel like I've done more than you give me credit for in the circumstances that I'm in.
So why do you feel that you weren't there as much as you should have been, or do you feel like you were there as much?
Honestly, no. I told you, with the other 50% of the time, it was just I was doing stuff.
You were tending to your other children?
Nah, because even them, I wouldn't say I've been in their lives totally.
But I feel like you've been in their lives more than you've been in our lives.
No, it's not.
Just a nigga
I'm telling you right now, yeah.
What you saying that is OD.
Kaya, April's lot, and Tristan. Nah, blood. Even when I think about it now.
You feel like you were there mostly for Kaya?
No. I feel like it was probably about
this guy.
To be honest, I think the fact that Kaya has a brother that's the same age as her is an abomination.
How's that an abomination?
I feel like it's an abomination.
How? I'm tapping 2 things.
I just want to catch up to date. So he has a daughter that was diagnosed with a deaf disorder at 3 years old. That's his I'm assuming his first DM. And then he leaves them to go have other kids.
That's crazy. Because I went to jail 2 years, 18, 19, and then niggas just like, another kid, even though I got another one.
That's going through it. That's not even a regular going through it.
And then he did the same thing like a couple more times.
You'll be going through niggas' heads, man.
Is it the same time? Like that, you both have you 7 months apart. What? That's not an abomination. That's joyous, fam. More kids in my image, fam.
Seriously, I actually can't. So Kaya knows that she has a brother, right?
Didn't he say
at the same age as her, and you think that's okay for her to know that that's what my dad was doing?
Listen, and this is one thing I always tell my kids, yeah? And especially my sons. One day we're going to sit and we're going to drink as men. You understand me? And you're going to have 2 things on the go. You're going to have 3 things on the go.
So you're advocating that for your sons?
It's life, bro.
This is what you want for your children?
Listen, you know back in the day, you're just Bible nut, yeah? You're just such a Bible nut. Guys used to father 12.
Now, how did he even start talking?
No, she brought up, like, oh, you're taking care of your other kids. And that's why I was like, all right, let me break this down. He's a maniac.
So you want your sons to have bitches?
I mean, you could do that, but you don't gotta have a whole bunch of kids though. With every girl you encounter.
Nah, definitely not. Definitely not at 17 either.
And then it's like,
you gotta leave her.
You know you don't care.
The aim was always to build a legacy. The aim,
you have
two people can't talk at the same time.
Can you look after your 9 children?
What?
You have 9 children.
Your
Can
point?
you look after your 9 children?
Oh,
Yeah, I can.
Nah.
And I clearly do. Because they all clearly know me. They all love me, fam.
Laverne?
Let's stop it. Like let's
so
not like
sorry.
Don't never in life think you can embarrass me, fam.
I'm not trying to embarrass you. That's the
Oh,
whole
do you
point.
think that they can say you've been there? Yes, fam.
No, but this
Yes,
is,
fam.
I can talk from my daughter's experience.
It's
Remember,
what? Your daughter loves me, fam.
Right, but I can talk from her experience when I know the trauma she's gone through from feeling like you weren't in her
cool.
life.
And there's also times that she will tell you, my dad is the most wonderful person alive.
I'm trusting.
Did they even say his age?
That's not what she's saying.
That's what she's saying to you, my bro.
She doesn't hate you.
She doesn't hate you. Listen to me.
Oh, they know each other like 16, 17 years.
Now listen to me.
Yeah.
I would be a fool to sit here and tell you, oh yeah,
was
you know,
pregnant at
the
17,
kids don't
he was
think I'm
20.
not like. I get.
Yeah, she gave birth at 17 and he just turned 23 months after. So, those years, plus like, nah, he's about like 32 maybe. 32 with 9 kids.
In that span?
Kids are scary.
Nah, yeah. Especially when you're not financially stable.
Your own kids are scary when you have to nurture them real quick, hold them, they spaz
Nah,
out.
but taking care of 9 kids though, how like somebody, I ain't gonna lie, on some real shit, somebody's gonna feel left out. Different baby mamas, you got 9 kids, somebody's most definitely
You gotta
gonna
keep
get
them
left
around.
out.
You're already not doing that.
That's what I'm saying, like, that's tact. Like, if you don't have money, basically, if you don't have money, you not taking care of 9 kids, I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, yeah.
It's over. So like I kind of get where you coming from, but I don't at the same time because like you kind of
after your
have
first,
kids.
bro, if
Like, why you having 9 kids?
If you go, all right, you have your first kid, go to jail, and then come out like,
what are you
damn.
doing?
You know you're not about to, like, in your mind, you're like, damn, I'm not about to go back to that.
Nah, yeah.
How would you just, like, continue to be like, yeah, we keep putting this person, like another nigga, like another shorty in this position?
First time is a no. Second time is like, damn, I'm bugging. Third time is like, I must not get it. After the third time, bro,
I must not get it.
You just like, fuck it. I guess.
Nah,
nah, he's bugging.
The third time is just like, you know what you're doing.
Then I've not been the model
Do you
father.
remember when you didn't see Kai for 11 months? 11 months.
Was I on the street?
You wasn't in jail. Do you think 11 months is okay and then you can say, oh, but my daughter loves me?
Listen to me.
11 months you did not see your child.
There's certain times every year between like.
And that was a regular.
Listen to me. There's certain times when I can't even be around you lot with some of the fuckery I'm keeping
But this
up
is
with.
the first time I've heard it. The thing is, right?
Well, you can kind of gauge it, bro.
No, I can't gauge it, Lerone, because as far as I'm concerned, you are supposed to be her father. I can't get hold of you. I don't see you for 6 months out of the year. I can't explain to our daughter where you've gone. She's going through a madness. Let me explain something to you. When a child has her hearing and then starts to go deaf, that's a traumatic thing. And Kaya has had to deal with that. Mental health, because she knows what it feels like to hear. That would be like us.
And you're saying I wasn't around in them times,
and she needed,
I was
when
not
she had
around in
her
times.
head surgery, where were you? Where were you?
I don't know, bro.
That's what I'm trying to say. Your daughter's having 3-hour head surgery and you don't know where you were, and then you're going to sit here and tell me, but I was there.
I never said I was there. I was there like 50% of the time. So that's the other 50%.
Do you know what? Maybe.
Look, I'm not even trying to.
Yo, he's
you
bugging.
weren't there when it was needed. Maybe that's what it is then.
Alright, cool.
Joke, man.
We'll settle on that.
Okay.
No. Hang on a minute. No, we won't settle on that.
Okay.
Because there's times when. Look, Ev. Maybe I haven't been there. When sometimes needed.
Yeah.
But don't act like, you know.
I just want you to understand, Lerone, being a teenage parent was one of the hardest things I've ever gone
So
through.
why'd you do it then, cuz?
Because I found out that I was pregnant 4.5 months and I had about 2 weeks to get an abortion, in which you convinced me not to get an abortion because you were going to be this amazing father. And then you were this amazing father and then you ducked out.
I didn't duck
and then
out.
and you know, I'm just saying to you, it was traumatizing for me because I'm there trying to get an education, I'm trying to go to college, I'm trying to go to uni. I've got a full-time job because need to raise my child, and I don't have you even just doing small things like picking her up from the childminders for me. Oh my God. The 1 or 2 days that you did that, Lerone, does not...
Ring Margaret now, blood. How do I remember her name? 10 years later. Margaret, fam.
Because,
don't ever
like
try to... Hey, listen to me. Evelyn. And
you were there for the first year.
This is what I'm trying to say to you, yeah? You're trying to create the narrative that he was not there, yeah? And I'm telling you, you are right. I probably wasn't there the amount that you... But how on earth? You don't sit there and lie, bro.
So what am I lying about? What am I not telling the truth about?
You're trying to make it... I was not there.
No, I'm saying that the little you were there little does not compare to a lot that you weren't there. Because I don't think you actually were there for significant things in her life. I don't even think you know your daughter.
I forgot until you just said it
right now. I'm trying to say, like, yo, bro, how are you, like...
You're acting like this was your first kid.
Yeah, bro.
So you have 8 more? Are you smart?
He's still trying to say, yo, I was there.
Nah, you couldn't have been there,
He's still trying to say, there's no way.
Nah, yeah, at that point you really couldn't have been there. You're out there having kids.
What the hell do you know?
What GCSE options is Kaya taking right now?
She's in year 10, fam.
What GCSE?
She's just gone into year 10, fam.
So what GCSE?
So I've got a whole year to find that out. Like, what are you talking about?
I can't.
I swear in year 9 you're only still doing SATs.
No, she's doing GCSEs.
But in year 10 you do mocks.
Your daughter has 6 G's. She's got options that she picked, and you don't know any of them. What's her favourite colour? What's her best friend's name? You don't know your child.
Those are all frivolous
things that she cares about, that are important to her.
No, because she doesn't mention them when she rings me.
Because she doesn't talk to you like that. She has you were saying to me just about an hour ago that when Kaya's with you, she doesn't really speak to you. She'll be on her phone. And I said to you that I have the complete opposite example. I can't get her to shut up. Yeah. She's always talking. And the reason why she doesn't open up in front of you is because she doesn't really have a relationship. She has a very fickle relationship with you.
That's nonsense.
Which is, okay, I know who my dad is. I spend time with him, but when I'm here, I'm on my phone. I don't really she won't tell you things about her life.
Listen, you know, maybe she does kick it with me a bit, but I wasn't ready. Listen, what you might understand is, Evan, in my old age now, you know what I'm saying, kids and that.
You're not old, you're 34.
What?
You're 34, it's really
growing up in Hackney and 10 years into your life, so I'm 44. Yeah, get it right. So, in my old age and that, kids and that.
What the hell?
Yeah, I more want to spend time with the kids and stuff recently, if you hadn't noticed.
Alright.
So,
okay.
I'm not ready. In my old age and that, kids and that. Yeah, I more want to spend time with the kids and stuff recently, if you hadn't noticed.
Alright.
So,
okay.
I'm not ready. I'm probably not ready for my kids to be at that teenage age where, you know, it's just all phone. Like, I try and get my sons to come out and play with me.
The problem is you've had too many children.
No, I haven't had enough, my guy.
5 baby mums, 9 children. You think
that's not... You don't think... Fam. I don't use that derogatory term.
Okay, mother and children. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you.
Double.
And you don't think it's
seems
enough?
Like I've grown up a bit more than you, my friend.
No, do you know the only reason why I use that word, Lorraine, is because you use it all the time.
What?
Okay?
It's because I'm grown, cuz.
Okay, listen.
Man's grown.
You think you still need to have more children?
Man's grown.
Should the lady fit enough to have my children come along, yeah?
Okay. I honestly feel that your 9 children are a consequence of just poor decision making.
Don't you devil ever your life.
This nigga just dropped me off kids.
Little pipsqueak.
The truth of the matter actually is,
what?
Lerone, did you plan any of your children?
What? Life for my children consequences. Little pipsqueak.
The truth of the matter actually is, Lerone, did you plan any of your children?
What do you mean?
Did you plan any? I ask questions and you say what you mean.
When you're in it,
I'm speaking English.
When you're in it.
No. Bring it, because it's real, innit? It's real.
When you're in it.
Yeah.
Of course they're planned. But then afterwards, when you hear the news that, oh, it's actually coming, it's a bit like, okay.
This is fantastic.
It's like,
this is great.
Cool, maybe it's a
in
bit
this
like,
situation.
I need to...
Okay, all right. So in the situation they're planning, but later on, you think to yourself...
Have I shied away from the duties of any of my kids? Sorry, have I shied away from... Like, have I ever been one of them guys that's like, I just bang bare chicks, I'm one of them road guys, bang bare chicks, I don't
Yes, that's
Are you dumb,
you.
fam? Are you dumb? So
9 children and 5 baby moms, and you don't think that's you?
Do all my kids know me? Do they all know me?
Yes, because you've been...
Do I send money to my kids? Do I pick my kids up? Do I pick my kids up from school? Do I teach my sons right from wrong?
I don't know what you do with your other children.
Stop it.
You're reading out things like... Because I guarantee you, your baby mums are going to be... They're going to say shit and it's going to be opposite to what you said.
That's not...
I promise you.
Where's your phone at?
I promise you. Do you want me to play messages from Kiana from yesterday?
Nah, but yesterday was a different story.
Okay, but this is what you do. What you do is quite typical.
Because I haven't liked them.
Hold on.
Because I've got stuff going on.
Because you've got things to do. But what you don't is, at the cost of your child crying and being upset, that's your excuse. I've got things to do.
You weren't crying.
How do you know he weren't crying? You weren't there. Okay, you're saying that you not turning up, your child wasn't crying, but you don't know because you weren't there.
Because I know, man.
How do you know?
Because I just know.
You have a lot of...
This nigga's crazy.
In the moments that you're not even present in their life. That's the issue.
Listen to me, bro. And listen to me, Kev. I'm never going to go into it right now, but there's 2 separate events. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruv.
One involves your child and one doesn't.
Listen to me. Now, what I'm saying, because, as you know, I work nights and days, fam.
Yeah. This is a recent thing, Lorraine. So
doesn't make a difference, my brother. If it's recent, that means that my body's not even used to it as yet.
Okay.
So
what's the other 14 years is the point I'm trying to make.
What do you mean?
Look, okay. Kaya has siblings. She has a sibling that she hasn't even met. She hasn't even met her sister.
Yeah.
And you don't. That doesn't bother you. You don't feel anything about that.
I got brothers.
The only reason why Kaya even sees some of her siblings is because we went out of our way.
No, stop the cap.
So why do
you and Kiana are the only ones that have a relationship?
Exactly, because you literally
any one of
ruined
my
the
kids
relationship.
Ruined it.
You ruined the relationship between me and all of the other children's mothers.
Hey, listen to me, Ev.
So the reason why we don't talk, why don't we talk?
I don't know. Do you know what it is, brother? I'll tell you.
I
will tell you the exact reason.
Okay.
Hey, listen. Okay. I will tell you the reason.
Yeah.
Because y'all be cool trying to gain info and this and that and see, oh, this is another, like when LeBron goes missing, I can see where he's hiding at and all that stuff. But y'all don't actually fucking like each other. So when it goes left or when I start smashing one of you again and it's like,
you haven't said to me in years, don't do that.
Oh, brother, nobody don't want to smash me.
I'm glad.
I've got women, even if I had to piece together 10 different women to equal you, I would do that.
I'm glad.
I'm
not even trying to argue. I'm
cool,
actually happy.
You know,
okay.
Stop it.
No one's arguing. Please don't.
Anyway, back to the go back to the matter. Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all form an alliance. But it's a fake alliance.
Fucking another menace.
And when it goes left, man, I'm gonna come back in that.
Right, he's low key like gaining up on Castillo type shit.
Wow, Earth would try to make an allegiance.
Okay, so
and that makes a listen. Why we're here, yeah? Why go for that Carlos thing, fam? You don't like even that, fam. You did some sideways shit with that, fam. And you want to talk about me ruining shit, like, fam. You had me rolling around with this fucking kid, knowing full well y'all two was something. Like, don't have me rolling around with the kid. You're lucky I took that sofa. I could, like, you know what I'm saying to you, bro?
Okay. Cool.
You were the first person that should know, brother. It's not always like that.
Okay, so let me explain something to you. I'm gonna go through one by one. My biggest issue with you, I don't care how you feel about me now.
I don't give.
Yeah. But my biggest issue with you is you would not let me breathe. If you thought I was dating someone, if you thought there were times you used to stalk me outside my house, stand outside my bus. Remember the bus stop that was outside my house? There were times I used to find you in my house, broken into my house. You wouldn't let me live. So then I had to live a life where I had to lie to you about anyone that I was dating, anyone I was doing a thing with, because you actually weren't. Hold on, because I
was side of you on that. I'm siding with you on that.
Okay, but
there was a time I was moving real fucking.
You were moving mad.
But I was in love with you after that time.
But I understand
he knows he's
that,
a
but
fucking
the point of the matter is,
nigga didn't smile or nothing when he said none of that.
It almost was like,
he's like, damn.
In order, do you know? And you know what? I'm going to share something with you. The only reason why I was even messing with you is because I knew if I act like we're a little something, this man's going to be here for his child. And you know exactly what happened? When I would do that, you would be there for your child. You'd take her to school, you'd pick her up. And I got in this whole world of knowing that I have to do something with you.
So how did we come? No.
That
sounds weird,
that sounds weird. But it's not how you think I'm saying it. I'm saying that I almost had to pretend to be
so how did we come out the other side of that? How did we come out the other side of that?
I'm just going to address what you said before.
Go ahead.
The reason why me and all of your children's mothers do not talk, barring one, is because yes,
It's
we
trying
would
on the
try to
couch,
speak to
bro.
children's mothers. Do not talk. Barring one, is
Nah,
because
he's a
yes,
kid.
No,
we
he's
would
an infant.
try
And think about it. Everything he said, like saying I was there for my kid, took her to school, you know the teacher's name, whatever. He's only there because his DM was fuck on another nigga. Like that was a main reason why he did it. So it wasn't even for.
Yeah, so it's like, damn.
I can't do anything.
That's not my business.
Yo, DJ.
Now him drawing on the couch is straight child's play.
You would be sleeping with about 4 people at the same time, telling each person that you weren't doing a thing with the other. And then what would happen is you would then get to a point where you would now start telling one baby mum or one person, oh, this one doesn't like you, this one said this, because you knew us being friends and actually having an alliance meant that you couldn't do your shit.
No, I didn't.
That was it.
No, I didn't.
And then years later, our children do not have a relationship because you really know. But Lerone, they don't, because Kaya sees her siblings maybe 3 times a year, and that's not good enough because that's your job. So why does she see her siblings 3 times a year?
Listen. Number one, you know, AIDS kids, bro, they live coy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they've got numbers, you know. They've all got phones. They've got each other's numbers. They can talk, bro.
But they don't.
Okay.
They don't have that relationship.
All right. They're not. Listen. All right. Me and my brother, yeah. On my dad's side, I didn't grow up with him. I don't chat to him every day, bro. I don't chat to him as much as I do Jarrell. But we're deep. Like, you know what I'm saying? I roll heavy with him. That's my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Kaya doesn't go 1 week without speaking to Reese and Ivana. So that's what
because you and Kiana have a relationship, bro.
Exactly.
She's got Tristan's number. She's got Lewis's number.
No, but this is the point I'm trying to make. Because of all of the things that you did over the years that I feel like you're failing to recognise, you don't realise that you actually really damaged the relationship between all of your children's mothers to the point where there are. Hold on.
No.
Can I just finish what I am saying? Which has now resulted in years of damaged issues that's very, very hard to repair. I don't think I can speak to some of them. I don't know if they'd even speak to me. I don't know. I'd happily speak to them because I would be happy for Kaya to see them.
is happy to have Kaya anytime.
Yeah, Kaya.
Yeah, and at first,
but that's when you take Kaya down there, which you don't do very often.
So what you said is, in a perfect world, all of y'all would be cool and would link up and do it.
Because you disappear.
Why does she want to be cool with baby mom?
Because you disappear more than you are present. It makes a lot more sense for us to have a relationship so that we don't have to rely on you to keep that relationship going. That's what would make sense to me. But because of all the years of the damage, there's not even been a conversation between us.
Using this word.
I mean, maybe if he was doing his thing,
that's what I'm trying to say.
it'd be a
They
little
all the same
different.
situation.
Kaya wants to have a relationship with her siblings. She wants that.
She does. I know she does.
But she wants to have a better relationship. But she feels that you don't. There's a sister she has that she hasn't met Lerone. Like, what the hell? Isn't she 4?
No, she's 3.
I'm just at that point where I feel like there's not been a lot of accountability. There's not been. You've done so much shit over the years. So much shit that I'm not going to say on camera.
Like what?
Lerone. Because remember, she would often text your mum, your brothers, have you seen my dad? That wasn't nice for her.
You were trying to live your fucking life, excuse my language.
Really?
You were trying to live your life, brother.
Really?
Cuz, don't make me...
Paul stepped in as stepfather role for Kaya because he saw what she was going through and he said, this girl needs a dad and I'm going to do that for her.
Ev, I've gone above and beyond certain time for your ass, bro.
Stop procreating and concentrate on the 9 that you have.
Cuz, this ain't fucking Narnia, bro. Like, there's real life shit that goes on in this, like that. Like,
why don't you settle down with one of your baby mums?
I wasn't happy with that upbringing of my daughter.
How would you know if you weren't there? That's what I was doing. You weren't there.
Well, he's another one. Another bad dude.
So, who's worse?
In terms of what? Or just as a man?
Nah, it's definitely this nigga.
Nah, yeah.
Bro, you got 9 kids, you not taking care of none, G. I mean, you're not. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Still take down everything and still do wrong. I don't know.
But it's like he did wrong to one joint.
Nah, yeah, he only got one kid.
And he didn't even see it. Oh, yeah, he did, actually.
Yeah, he did. Cause he only got one kid.
Yeah, but
Not even no one. Yeah, thank you. He might just. Yeah, he might take top spot.
No, he definitely took top spot.
But like, still had girlfriends on girlfriends. I mean, but he didn't have kids.
I mean, but he had one kid and realized it was like, nah, I can't do this no more. Like,
yeah.
That nigga was like, nah, I'm pulling it. No.
nah, yeah, he's just he's shooting the club up and respectfully just like I don't really know about no bullshit like that. Cause like you have it after this.
And she said like 2 weeks before her birthday, and she wanted to get rid of it, and then he convinced her.
She said, nah, don't do that.
And that's your first kid.
And then before that, he was like, why'd you have it? Because of you, nigga. But yeah, full disclosure, episode 2. Go watch the one we did with Castillo. Yeah, guys with me.
Don't be leaving no kids out here.
Back up the video.
Fried up
Social
as
media. More content coming real soon. 60
Protect
60,000
yourself.
real soon.
Wrap yourself up. Show up to Ray's channel while you're at it.
Come on now, subscribe to you.